Hey y'all, I'm back with another 12 days of DIY, and this is day 2 where I show you how to customize wrapping paper. All you'll need is a large roll of craft paper, and you'll need some pigment inks and some stamps of your choice. Also optional are some tags or handmade tags that you already have in your stash. So I started by wrapping my gifts, and obviously I didn't show you that on camera because I'm sure that 99% of you know how to wrap gifts. And this isn't even a great wrapping job anyway. And so my camera fell. I'm sorry about that. But I found that if you wrap them first, you get not as great of impression, but it's 10 times easier. I mean, this took me to do 4 boxes. It took me like 16 minutes. So it did not take me long at all. And so just so you know, if you have them wrapped first, I think it's much easier. But if you want a really crisp, clean impression, you might want to roll out your craft paper onto a large table and stamp it out and then let it dry. So I had to be careful with this pigment ink. It's by Hero Arts, and I think it's called maybe Unicorn or something like that, but it is very saturated in ink, and so I had to be very careful. The first stamp I used was just a snowflake stamp from Hobby Lobby. Actually, all these stamps are from Hobby Lobby. And the second one was a super cute car with a tree on top, and it's kind of retro, and I loved that. I'm going through this process really quick because it's super self-explanatory. There isn't anything, it's just repetitive. Like there isn't anything technique wise that I'm doing that you guys need to know. All I'm using is different colored pigment inks, which I really just stuck to black, kind of a bluish color, and then white. I feel like that was really simple. I love this because it gives like kind of a fun twist to your wrapping paper, but it's also homemade, and I think people would appreciate that. So this one was really hard because, and I love the way it turned out, don't get me wrong, but it is a shoebox. And so there's some hollow spots, or there's some spots that aren't super solid. And so I had to, I had to like press down pretty hard. And even when I did that, it still didn't get a very clear impression. So, I mean, it's kind of up to your preference. I didn't care because it's wrapping paper and they're going to tear it off. So I didn't take the time to like do it perfect. But I still love the way these turned out. And I'm going to show you kind of how I add a little twist to these. And every single one of these, oh, I do add a heart because I felt like it needed to break up that label. That label is so cute. It says like wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year or something. It's a perfect little label, and it would be super cute to make tags out of as well. So you could easily cut that. That's an easy shape to cut. Um, like I said, the only inks I used were pigment, the white pigment, a blue pigment, and then a VersaFine. So I simply got some baker's twine and tied it around. I'll show you what I do when I don't have enough to go around or I don't cut it long enough. But this I did cut, so I was able to do I was able to go around vertically and horizontally, and I just added a quick tag to that and loved the way that turned out. Actually, I added two. I added a acetate piece as well. So this is the one I did not cut long enough. As you'll see, I try to cut it and I don't. So what I do is I go ahead and wrap it, but I start it from the top and then I just tape it on the bottom. And so I'm looking for tape, can't find it, of course, and then so I set my scissors there just to hold it down, tape it down on the bottom, and then take an extra little piece of string and tie it around. That way it gives the illusion that you were able to tie it completely around, but obviously I wasn't because I didn't have enough. So I just punch a hole in some of these tags that are these pieces of ephemera that are not ephemera or not tags, and I ended up loving the way that turned out. This one I'm just going to go around horizontally instead of vertically, and well, depending on how you're looking at it. And then I'm using several pieces from the Hip Kit Club, just so that you guys know. I'm using some pieces from the December Documented kit. Actually, I think all of them are from the December Documented kit. And so here are my final products. I hope you guys enjoyed that super quick tutorial, but I had a lot of fun making these and I think they look super cute under the tree. Have a great day.